Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? Different spot tonight. Yep. Okay, good deal. Because I had it muted while I was playing the intro. Hi, Nisi. Hello, Suzanne. I got my pointer. Okay. So we got Laura's here. Nisi's here. Joan, hey, how you doing? Joan is here. Sandy is here. Annie is here. Let me go back. Bree is here. And who else? And Adele is lurking. Love my lurkers. Try not to get in front of the camera. Hi, Karen. Awesome. Watching while you cook dinner. Okay, cool. Woohoo. Hello, Colleen. I know. I know that I actually look good in this coral, don't I? I look pretty good at it. Goes with my gray hair. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Of course, when I start talking to the camera, then Serbs needs to chew the bone. That's just how it works. When Mama's talking to the camera, I chew the bone. Try to chew on my bone. Hey, Lorna. Glad you're here. Lori's here. A sore foot. Oh, minor procedure. Well, I hope you heal really well. Not fun if you can't if you're not ambulatory. I actually did get out and walk today, you guys. And now I'm really, really sore again. And that's why we're sitting over here. I just am, and I got tired again. So I'm still fighting the chronic fatigue, still fighting I think it's a fibromyalgia flare up because I've been eating differently since Christmas. So I'm going to have to crack down on it again. That's a great choice of words for a crime show. You kill for my hair. I love that. That's fun. And also, you guys, just so you remember, we're still doing the scrap and crime mal. Okay. Scrap and crime mal. But I want it to be whatever you are making, which is a scrap project. So it doesn't have to be a blanket anymore. It can be a hat, a scarf, whatever you're making. Scrap and crime mal. Yeah. You can always say, oh, that's always when always when you're on the phone. Everybody's been absolutely perfect all evening. And then you get on the phone and it's like, what has happened? So I am still working. Okay. I had to start it again. Rookie move. I don't know what it is with me and the cowls because the last cowl that I made, if you remember, was a red one. Remember the red cowl that I made? And I had twisted it and I got about yay far in before I realized it was twisted. Well, I only got into the third row on this one and it was twisted. So, oh man. You got your Death of a Salesman book today? Well, that got there fast. You're getting that 2-day thing. How are you managing that? I don't get the 2-day thing anymore. No, no knife earrings. I don't even know where they are. I'm a mess. I am a mess. I think they're over there on the desk and I'm not at the desk. Hi, Sharon. Glad you're here. So tonight I wanted to kind of go over a few of the cases that I have been talking about here on my channel. There's been some updates on a few of them, and I wanted to go over those with you guys. And I also wanted to tell you, because we are still talking about the scrap and crime. Hold on. I finished Mr. Fiver's blanket, you guys. I finished it. So it is, I'm just telling you, it is done. Finite. This is a massive bad boy, let me tell you. I laid it on the bed and it fits right on top of the other blanket that I showed you guys that's on our bed, the king size blanket. It fits right on top of it, but it's just a few inches short of being the same size as that other one. So that I do have some pictures of it, and I can't show you because I'm on my phone. But you know what? It is just wonderful. It's been washed and everything. So probably the next time I'm at my desk, I can show you guys pictures, or I'm going to probably post pictures in the in the group, the Facebook group too. So it is finished. What am I going to do? Oh my gosh. A book study at work. Nick's spinning to where it's supposed to be on a chapter, and I haven't even started. Oh, isn't that crazy? Yes, he loves it, but he doesn't have a place right now where he wants to put it, where he's going to land when he uses the blanket, because he mostly sits at his computer in the evening. So when he gets, we're going to be moving some things around. And once we do, and he has a place to sit and use it, or he could put it on the bed if he needs to, if we get another cold snap. So he's all set. He loves it, and he's probably going to run it the other direction instead of the way I was doing it, which was across. He's probably going to turn it the other direction because it's actually longer that way. Hi, Tammy. So it is, when you see the pictures, it's just absolutely huge. It's just huge, but I love it. I love how it turned out. For nearly 4 years in the making on that. Okay, so again, I am in the midst of a fibro flare, which means I'm tired. I'm very tired. So I'm going to go over a few things, and I'm going to be reading it to you from my tablet. Oh, it is so cozy, you guys, but I would not, if I had known it was going to turn out as big as it did, there's no way I would have cast on that many stitches, just so you know. No way. So out of Fox 10 Phoenix, here is the latest on Lori Vallow Daybell. So crazy Lori Vallow. 30s in Florida. Ooh. Y'all are going to feel like it's just downright frigid. Yeah, I'm not a fan of front post, back post myself, but it's all right. So Lori Vallow, who is accused of killing her kids in Idaho, says she has an alibi. I just absolutely love this, you guys. Absolutely love it. Here's what she's decided. She wasn't there. She wasn't there for any of it. It's all Alex and Chad's fault. Every bit of it is Alex's fault and Chad's fault, and she was not there. That is her alibi. guilty. Crazy, crazy. Yes. She says that the kids were killed while they were at her late brother's apartment. Well, it's very easy to blame him since he's not here, right? You too, Laura. I feel for you. And also, you guys, please keep Lynn. Um, Lynn Como, she comes in here sometimes. She does watch. Please let's keep her in our thoughts. Her husband is very ill too. And for any of you all my pain warriors out there, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, sending my thoughts to you. So her attorneys made a claim in court documents filed last week in it's a triple murder case. So it's Kylie, not Kylie, um, JJ. Oh goodness, and Tammy also, Chad's wife. She wants permission to meet with Chad because she wants to have some strategy sessions that they need to, since they're going to coordinate their their cases. She wants to strategize. So she wants permission to strategize. Hi, Chels. I love you, honey. Happy Friday. I'm using my pointer and my, there we go. Try not to poke it in y'all's eye. The bizarre and complex case, which involves allegations of doomsday focused religious beliefs, accusations of a plot to steal Social Security funds, and the mysterious deaths of the couple's former spouses, has been marked with twists and turns since Valo Daybell and her new husband were arrested 2 years ago. But the notice of alibi filed in Idaho's 7th District Court provided the first glimpse of Valo Daybell's planned defense. She says she and her husband Chad have she and her husband Chad have pleaded not guilty to the murder and conspiracy and grand theft charges in the death of 7-year-old JJ Tylee, who was last seen a few days before her 17th birthday in September of 2019. They're also charged in connection with the October 2019 death of Chad Daybell's late wife, Tammy Daybell, and they could face the death penalty if convicted. Right? Sure, whatever you want. You know, y'all just work it all out. I know, right? Craziness. She just wants what she wants. She's just going to go in there, go and get it, right? Attorneys for Chad Daybell haven't offered details about his planned defense, other than saying in court last November that Daybell and Valo Daybell will have mutually antagonistic defenses. What the hell does that mean? Mutually antagonistic defenses. It's a legal term that generally means a jury would have to disbelieve one defendant in order to believe the other. Wow. I didn't even know that that existed. Okay. I've never heard of that before. So, y'all remember this case, right? Does everybody remembers this case? Court documents suggest that things began to unravel for the family in early 2019 when Lori was still married to Charles Vallow. The couple were estranged, and Vallow had filed for divorce, saying he feared she would kill him and that she had developed cult like beliefs. He said she claimed to be a god assigned to carry out the work of the 144,000 at Christ's second coming in July of 2020. I don't know. It kind of sounds like that, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like a he said, she said kind of thing? It kind of sounds like it. Oh my gosh, Chelsea, I wish I could show everybody. Since I'm on my phone, I can't show them your granny squares, but oh, I'll show them on Sunday. They're so pretty. Hi, Adele. Oh, so glad you came by. They're in and out of court all the time with hearings, and now now Chad's lawyer wants to push the date out to 2024. He's not ready. Are you kidding? How can you not be ready? It's unbelievable. So anyway, there's another hearing set for January the 19th. And Judge Boyce will consider all the new motions. He will consider all of them January 19th. So we'll see what happens. So they're saying with settlement proposals, mediation, motions, and trial fast approaching, Lori and Chad would like to be able to talk together in person and on the phone about their options. If approved, the conversations won't be recorded and will not be used as evidence, but the attorneys will attend. They would be considered for settlement purposes only. I mean, they are married, but unbelievable. Okay, so that's that one. Now, the Delphi stuff. Oh, I did highlight it. I saw that you were lurking. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. Oh yeah. No, actually I think they're just going to blame I think they're just going to blame Alex. And I kind of figured they were going to blame Alex because he's not here. He can't defend himself. Yeah, they're claiming Alex did it. Not They're claiming that Alex killed the kids and then he buried them in Chad's backyard. So, pure crazy. And I do have a video in my playlist that you can go and find where we talked about this case. All of them. Okay, Delphi, Richard Allen. This is from the Independent on Friday. Today, the man charged with the 2017 Delphi murders was spotted mouthing, "I love you," to two women in court as he lost his bid to move his double homicide trial out of the local area where he has allegedly spent the past 6 years hiding in plain sight, evading justice for the brutal killings. Richard Allen, a 50-year-old local CBS worker, was led into Carroll Circuit Court in shackles, his first court appearance in 2 months, on the charges of murdering teenage best friends Libby German and Abigail Williams in 2017. They swept the defense table for security. And he has been, to be honest, he's lucky to be alive right now, from what I understand. They moved him to a different facility because he got so many threats. And they need to try to keep him alive long enough to get him, you know, through the trial. When two unidentified women arrived in court, Mr. Allen, a married man with an adult daughter, was seen mouthing "I love you" to them. His wife and daughter have remained silent publicly since his arrest. At the brief hearing, Judge Gull made a series of key decisions about his upcoming trial after hearing arguments on 4 issues: a gag order on the case, a change of venue, a discovery request from Mr. Allen's attorneys, and additional funding for investigators. So he doesn't have, welcome back, Bree. So he doesn't have enough money. So he's had to have public defenders, and he doesn't have enough money to hire investigators for evidence. So they're asking for money for the defense to hire the investigators. They wanted to do a change of venue. They've been talking about this one for a while. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they'll do a change of venue or not, because they were talking about how it was going to cost a whole butt ton of money to move it. So I don't know whether they're going to go through with that or not. Oh, no. Okay, so the judge denied the request to move it out of Carroll County. It would stay in the area, and that a jury would be brought in from another county. So that's how they're going to do it, because they weren't sure whether they were going to do it that way or the other way. I know, it's always something, right? But that's the way these court cases go. They're just plain crazy. And, they have all these rights. So, and we should have lots of rights. It's just crazy. Okay. So while the ruling that the trial must stay put, she gave the prosecution and the defense a week to decide together which county the jury will be brought in from, and they're going to bust them in and sequester them. The judge ruled a gag order should be upheld, banning anyone associated with the case. Now, the gag orders, you guys, that is for the attorneys, and anybody who's involved with the case can't speak to the public. It's open to the public where, the media can come in and cover it, which means whatever they hear in court, they can go outside and report it. But those that are involved in the case can't talk to the media. I know, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. He doesn't stand a chance. Not a chance. And from what I'm seeing, there's an awful lot of evidence. So in a motion filed in late December, the defense asked the judge to order the prosecution to hand over a vast trove of information about the case, including names and addresses of all the witnesses involved, as well as of individuals who may have knowledge of the case but are not being called as witnesses. Prosecution had argued that they had already made clear what they would be happy to share. A fourth and final ruling was made by the judge behind closed doors around the defense request for additional funding. Mr. Allen cannot pay for legal representation. I just covered that. They want a bail hearing, but that did not take place. He will come back to court on the 17th of February, and the judge will weigh on the decision of the bail hearing. He's not getting bail. He's been held without bond. His trial is scheduled for the 23rd of March. So some of what I'm hearing, Chels, is that they were onto him concerning, and way back, if you remember, we talked about the fact that they had DNA. They talked about having DNA. They wouldn't talk anymore about it. They dug up some stuff in his backyard. They found some things there. They didn't, from what I understand, they didn't find anything in cars, but they did find stuff in a shed. There was something about something that was found in the shed. Oh, is yours the 16th? Yours is the 18th? And my daughter Carrie's birthday is the 17th. So, hey, Joyce. Whoop, whoop. She's usually working. You got the night off? Glad you're here. Adelia went to sleep. Okay. Okay, so that's that one. Oh, March 24th. Okay. They're talking about February 17th. Your brother's is the 17th? Oh, happy anniversary, Sandy. Sandy's anniversary is coming up. I know, right? Well, happy birthday to everyone this month. I heard somebody say that the other day on a podcast. They were like, and if you're celebrating a birthday or an anniversary or something this month, well, happy birthday and anniversary to you. I thought that was nice. Okay. I don't know if I ever showed you guys. This is a picture of Canepa and Wilson and Rob Junk. These are the attorneys in the Wagner case. So that's Canepa, that's Wilson, and that's Junk. So no date has yet been set for Billy Wagner's trial. Now he will be the next trial in the Piketon massacre case. Okay. The need for a gold medal. I know we do, don't we? Okay. Billy Wagner, 51, was arrested along with Wagner IV and other family members in November 2018, 2.5 years after 7 members of the Roden family and one future member were found shot to death in their rural southern Ohio homes on April 22nd, 2016. Like his 2 sons and wife, Billy Wagner was charged with 8 counts of aggravated murder and 14 related charges. Like them too, he's been jailed since his arrest, being held in the Butler County Jail. He has maintained his innocence of the crime, like the son who was found guilty, George. George said he was innocent too. Here is a picture. If you remember, we talked about the tattoos that they got after the murder. Here's a picture of his tattoo. So his case had been scheduled to begin in October in Pike County, where Wagner was tried. In August, a court order noted his case would be rescheduled to a new date and time, and that is likely to be in the coming year. So this was from last year. So, and that is the case. It was held over for the till this year, but the case file has not been updated, and returning attorneys can't have not said, yeah, it's a scorpion. It sure is. Following Wagner the Fourth's conviction, officials acknowledged the trial to come. We got one more to go. That's what everybody was saying. We got one more to go. Asked who would prosecute Billy Wagner, Special Prosecutor Angela Canepa said, I'm not going anywhere. Canepa has led the case since 2016, first for the Ohio Attorney General's office since mid 2020 under appointment by Pike County Prosecutor Rob Junk. Fellow Special Prosecutor Andrew Wilson said Thursday he'd soon talk to Governor Mike DeWine about his next priorities. The former Clark County prosecutor has been senior advisor for criminal justice policy in the DeWine administration since the start of 2019. So he's going to have to find out what he wants him to do. Meanwhile, Junk will take over for the retiring judge, Randy Deering. Now, see, I thought that Randy Deering was going to try to be over Billy's case also, but it looks like he's going to retire on the 9th of February. Oh, it does. It does mean something. Absolutely, it does. So they all got tattoos after. So Billy, George, and Jake all went and got tattoos. I thought I talked about this, but maybe I didn't. They all went and got tattoos after the murders. So a new county prosecutor will be appointed along with Canepa then. But Junk would not likely hear the case since he prosecuted Wagner. Deering could handle it in Pike County or elsewhere by appointment of the Ohio Supreme Court's Chief Justice. So we really don't know right now how all that's. Oh, Joyce. Oh, how sweet. Wait, hold on. Woohoo! Thank you, Joyce. Get a little flashy in there. They did not all get scorpions. They all got something different. I'd have to go back and read because I have brain fog right now, so I don't actually remember. I cannot remember. I'm sorry. Can't remember what all they got. Yeah. So let's see what else. So just so y'all remember, and this is going to come up, but Angela Wagner and Jake Wagner both, who testified against George, said that it was Billy who came up with the idea and said that the rodents needed to die. Because he said that they want their first deal, they wanted to turn in Chris Roden for having the pot, having the grow room or whatever. And they said that was a bad idea. He said they'll know, they'll come for Jake. They'd shoot him, if not all of us. So they just decided they'd shoot him first. In closing statements in the Wagner trial, Wilson put the prosecution's beliefs about Billy Wagner's involvement in what was called Crime Scene 1 on the record. Jake Wagner in testimony said he fired the first shots of the night, hitting Chris Roden in the arm as he stood at the front door of his trailer home. When Roden fell into the home, Billy put that gun in his chest and shot him. And they showed a sweatshirt that Chris Roden had on that had bullet holes in it. Yeah, the mother testified against George, and so did Jake, the brother. So that's about what we know. Nothing, basically. No date at all. Now, I wanted to come on tonight talk about Alec Murdaugh. However, I didn't really have time to put together a whole lot, and I know his trial is coming up very soon. And before I tell you about this next part, y'all see what I got next to me right here? Anybody wondering what this is? Right, Nisi? I got a new shirt. But I have a problem. Somehow, I managed to order the wrong size. And I'm not going to be able to wear this, and neither is Mr. Fiber. This is a medium. So I'm going to be giving this away. I'm not going to give it away here in the chat. I want to give it away after this goes live. And I only want those that are able to wear a size medium shirt to say, sorry, but that's all I got. I got a medium shirt. I'm ordering another one for myself. I really like it. I really like it. It's a great shirt. So after this goes live, y'all leave a comment if you can wear a medium, and I will pick somebody. Oh, actually, I bet you could. I think you could wear it, Nisi. Sandy, you probably could too. So could Bree, I think. There's several of you. So afterwards, y'all leave a comment down below if you can wear a size medium and you want the shirt. And I will do a random picker and pick somebody. Okay. Richard Alec Murdaugh's double murder trial is set for January 23rd. Oops. Okay. So, following the deposition of that trial, Murdaugh must then stand trial on 100 plus other criminal charges levied against him, and trial dates and locations have not yet been set for those cases. In his civil court, now I'll go through all of this whenever I make my notes for this, but what I wanted you to know was that Alec is still named in the trial, because remember, I was not sure about this. Hey, Jeffrey. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. So in the last weeks when I talked about the boat wreck, there was lawsuits against Alec, against Buster, and against Maggie, which actually meant that it was going to go against Maggie's estate. Since Maggie's now dead, it was going to go against her estate, because Paul was allowed to drink, and he was underage. So they were listed. And then also, hey, Emily, good to see you. And Buster was listed in that, and also the convenience station, right? So this week in civil, so this week, let's see. Hang on. We find where they talk about it here. Oh man. So the family, they went to court, and the family has decided to release Buster from that, because they can't, there is no proof that Buster had anything to do with it. And the family actually, the families of in the court case, they actually don't believe Buster had anything to do with it either. Okay. So Buster was released from that lawsuit. Alec is still in it, but Buster and Maggie's estate have been released. They're not going to be charged anymore for it. Hi, Mary. Did Mary come in? Yay. Using my pointer. And Paul would have been, of course, would have been charged, but he's dead. So now Buster is released, but he settled it, and it was the original amount was said to be $50 million in that lawsuit. And they're not releasing how much, but they're saying that it was a significant amount of money. And that got paid out to all of the people named in that lawsuit. So that means all of those others that were on the boat and their families are going to get some of that money. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. This says that this is all stuff about Alec, and I'll go over that next time. And that is all I wanted to talk about as far as the cases today. Ooh, I talked about that for 44 minutes. Look at me go. I didn't even get to knit. Last week, Nisi, I was talking about the boat crash where Paul Murdoch was charged with killing Mallory Beach. She was, when he hit the boat into the bridge, and she was killed. She was knocked out of the boat and killed. And Alec Murdoch, the father, is accused of killing Paul and his wife Maggie. Probably because this lawsuit was coming up. So it's such a convoluted thing. Yeah, it's all part of the Murdoch murders. It's all part of it. So it started with Stephen, and then we had Stephen. We haven't talked about her yet, but we have the nanny housekeeper for years that died. We have the boat crash. We have Alec being shot in the head, trying to have himself offed in order to get money for Buster. Supposedly was about Buster. Yeah. And then we have Paul and Maggie. Isn't it? And it's all it's all around Alec and this family. Every bit of it. It's a big mass of crap. It's a big mass of crap. I know it. It sure is. Okay, you guys want to come Sunday and see what Chelsea and I are going to do, because I will be revealing my colors. Chelsea and I are going to make, I don't remember the name of it, Chelsea, but it's the log cabin blanket, and it's the Hooked by Robin blanket. If you guys are wanting to make it, go watch her video. That way you can pick your colors if you want to make it along with us. Yep. Whole lot of cray cray. There must have been something. Well, we know Alec says that he was into drugs. I think he's hiding behind some of that, though. Drop the link to that video. Ooh. If I go there, I might get kicked out. I don't know if I can or not. Can I? We'll try. Let's see here. Am I back? There, I did it. Thanks. Did I bleep out on you? At least I'm here. I did it. I bleeped out, but and then Chelsea got it. I beat you to it though, Chelsea. Look at me. Had to go into the whole and then come back. Right, Lori? Right? I know. For a minute I went into the wormhole. It was the wormhole. Uh You're welcome. Twinsies we are. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm getting all stopped up again. We had 4 days of, and 2 of those days was really bad wind. And I think that just got my allergies all in a tither in the abyss. Yeah, I was sucking in water. I was in the abyss. Mr. Fiber got our hot water all hooked up again. So now I've got hot water in the kitchen. I don't have to boil for hot water on the stove like Pioneer. We're off the Pioneer days. And what else? He is off. His schedule has changed. So he is off tomorrow and Sunday. So he's got 2 days off together, and he's got a list of things he wants to do. So I don't know if that includes us going to breakfast or lunch or anything like that, but it might. You never know. I'm going to be bringing my GoPro, and I'm going to set it over here behind me, and I'm going to point it down towards my lap, and we're going to look at the magazines together that way. So be looking for that. I've got a video going to be coming out for that one. Welcome back, Karen. That's okay. You can go you're welcome to go back. Did you guys know that you can push it back while you're live? Did you know you could do that? So you can take your where it says live at the bottom and you can slide the slider back and go back to where you missed and just keep going like you never left. Just saying. I've done that. So yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about that Sunday because I got some new Donna yarn. And Chelsea and I are using our Donna yarn for the Hook by Robin log cabin blanket. Uh-huh. Sure enough. So come on Sunday and I'll show you all my Donna yarn and what I'm going to be. Oh, you having breakfast for dinner? We've done that so many times. I love that. I love breakfast for dinner. There you go. So you can go back and forth. That sounds so good, doesn't it? Okay, you guys, I'm cutting out just a little bit early, but thanks so much for coming and I hope that you guys enjoyed this just sitting in the chair talking about stuff. If you like this, let me know. I need some feedback, you guys. Do we like doing it this way better than we do over there? You guys have any thoughts on that? You can leave me a comment afterwards. It's okay. Yeah, and don't forget, if you don't want to make a whole blanket, she also made that same log cabin type deal. She did a shawl, and I'm wanting to do the shawl also. It's the same but different. Okay, it's not exactly the same numbers of, and there you have to do a little something something there to make it triangular, but it's kind of the same concept. So there's a shawl and a blanket. Yeah, I well, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Oh gosh, Karen, if you can take a picture of those and show us in the group, I'd love to see what you got. I love her yarn. Yeah, I like to change it up. Y'all know me. I like to change it up. Okay, I love y'all. Have a great night. Have a great weekend if I don't see you again this weekend. And I'll talk to you later. I love you, Solomon. I love you, Oliver. Your your Valentine's on the way. And I love you, Chelsea. I love you, Carrie. I love you, Sailor. I'm probably gonna go see my Carrie. So I don't know for sure Sunday, but that's the plan for Sunday. So anyway, have a great weekend. Love y'all. Love you too, Jeffrey. Thank you. Okay, let me figure out how to do it this way.